Good morning students. In our previous video we have discussed about exercise 7.3 which is based on one identity, that is a square minus b square. So today we will continue with the same exercise and we will solve the rest question of this exercise. So let's start from the question number 13. Why we took the question number 13? Because in question number 13 they have given a different method to solve this one. This is 16x4 minus 1. So first of all, make the perfect factor of this one. 16, that's mean the perfect square of 4. X4, that's mean x square whole square. And this is 1 whole square. Now then after students, it become a square minus b square. So how to solve this one? A plus b and a minus b. Student, this a plus b is not possible to expand again. We can't make factor of this one again, but if you observe 4x square minus 1, it can possible to expand again. Then how to solve this one? We will write first one 4x square plus 1 as it is, then 4x square, that's mean 2x whole square, and 1, that's mean 1 square. It's again change in that equation. It's same identity, a square minus b square. So we will split it again. A plus b, that means 2x plus 1, and a minus b, that means 2x minus 1. Now we have made the factor of this question. So like question number 13, 14, 15, 16 is same type of the questions. And then after we will discuss the another questions of this one. The rest questions of this exercise. So first of all, I will take question number 27. In question number 27, they have given 81 x plus y whole square minus 16 x minus y whole square. Okay students, now first of all we have to solve this one. How to solve? X plus y, first solve this identity a square minus b square. So this will be a square plus 2xy plus y square. Similarly here also x square minus 2xy plus y square. Okay, now multiply this one. 81 x square, 81 2 ja 162 xy, then 81 1 ja 81 y square. Same, outside is a minus sign. Whenever any number multiply with a minus, it changes the all sign. So it will be first 16 x square, 16 2 ja 32 plus 32 xy, then minus 16 y square. Okay students. Now 81 minus 16, that's mean 65 x square, 162 plus 32, that means 194 xy, and 81 y square minus 16 y square, that's mean 65 y square. Now students, if we observe this one, not a single number is possible to take out the common. So here we will use the different method, that is midterm splitting method. So here we will split this midterm. We will make the factor like this. Easily we can multiply this one. So 194. We can make the factor of 194 like 169 plus 25xy plus 65y square. Now if we find out the common this one, so 13 is easily we can find out 13x. So if we find out the 13x as a common, 13 5 ja 65x plus 13y. Same from here students, 5 is possible to take out the common, 5y. So here 5x plus 13y. Now 5x plus 13y is common in both. So we took this one as a common, 5x plus 13y. And then now 13x plus 5y remain. Now we have make the factor of this one, 5x plus 13y and 13x plus 5y. This question is little bit different from the other questions. What is the difference in that? Here they have given two identity. So first of all we have to expand this identity, then multiply with 81 both, and then after write together 18, solve the same term, 81 x square and 16 x square same term, so we subtract, same here, 81 y square and 16 y square also the same, then subtract, and this 2 xy and xy is the same and these are with having positive sign, so these two add. Then after we observe there is a nothing number is common in that, so first of all we split this one 194 in two ways, so easily we can find out the common number. So this is the factor 169xy plus 25xy. So from here it's possible to take out 13x common, so we took 13x, the backside remain 5x plus 13y, and same here we took 5y common, then it's remain 5x plus 13y. 5x plus 13y is common in both terms, so we take common it, and the backside remain 13x plus 5y. Now in this way students we have make the factor of question number 27. Question number 28 also the same type of the questions, so try to solve by yourself students. Now question number 29. In question number 29 they have given 36 square minus 40 square. By using the identity, which identity we have to use to solve this one? Same, a square minus b square. How? Which identity we are going to use here? A square minus b square. How to open this one? A plus b and a minus b. So by using this identity we have to solve this question. So let's start this one. This is in the form of a square and this is in form of the b square. So if we make the factor this one, 36 square, that means 36 plus 40 and 36 minus 40. Okay students, 36 plus 40 and 36 minus 40. So 36 plus 40, the first one is 76 and 36 minus 40, because minus number is bigger, so here we get minus 4, and when we multiply 76 with 4, we get the answer 304, and 304 is a negative number. Why? Because 4 is negative, so the answer will also come negative. Let's take one more part of question number 29, that it's second part. In second part they have given 18.4 square minus 1.6 square. Same identity we are going to use here students. First a plus b, so 18.4 plus 1.6 and a minus b, that's mean 18.4 minus 1.6. So first of all 18.4 plus 1.6, so its addition is 20, and 18.4 minus 1.6, the subtraction is 16.8, and now the product of this two is 336. Now we have solved this one, we get the final answer. So like this, it's part 3 also the same kind of the question. Now let's move to the question number 30. Question number 30 is more different from the others one. So question number 30. Factorize x raised to the power 8 and y raised to the power 8. And we have to make the factor of this one by using identity. Which identity we have to use here? Same, a square minus b square. And how to expand this one? A plus b and a minus b. So first of all, this x raised to the power 8 and y raised to the power 8 convert in form of square. So we know very well whenever 4 multiply by 2 we get 8. So here we can write x raised to the power 4 whole power 2. Same, y raised to the power 4 whole power 2. Now it's become a square b square. So how to open this one? A plus b That's mean x square, x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4. Then x raised to the 4 minus y raised to the power 4. Students, whenever the sign is addition, then it's not possible to expand. But whenever the sign is minus, then we can expand more this question. How? Let's see. So x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. Here we can write x square, then whole square, y square, then its whole square. Now it's again convert in the equation a square minus b square. So expand this again. We can write this one x square plus y square and x square minus y square. Now this two addition term is not possible to expand, but this subtraction can be possible again. So according to the identities, expand again this one, and we will write here x square minus y square. That means x plus y and x minus y. Now in this way, students, we have make the factor of this question and we get the final answer of these factorizations. Students, to make you more clear, I am going to take one more question from the same exercise, question number 25. In question number 25, they have given x square minus y square minus x minus y. When we get this type of the question, then how we make the factors? So first of all, we use here grouping. By making group, we will make the factor. So this is the first group, x square minus y square, and here from taken a minus common, and this is my second group, x plus y. Why it convert in plus? Because I took minus from here common. This is identity a square minus b square. It can be expanded x plus y and x minus y, and here is already x plus y. So in both term, which number is common? X plus y, x plus y. So take out the x plus y as a common factor. So written x plus y. Now it's remain x minus y. Whenever we have taken the full factor, which remain back, that is 1 is left. So here we can write the factor is x plus y and x minus y minus 1. This is the factor of this given question. So student, in this way we have solved and we have discussed the full exercise, that is at 7.3. So as a homework, students, you have to solve this full exercise in your math register. If you face any doubt, any kind of problem, then you can ask, and tomorrow we will discuss about the method of splitting middle term. Thank you, students.